Hey, there we are. Aloha, everybody. Give us a second here to dial it in. It is, of course, coming down. And as soon as we, well, it was raining all the way up. Anna's sitting over to the side, perched over, holding the umbrella up. Can't see her. I'm gonna do my audio check. Looks like everything's good. I can hear myself. That means you guys can probably hear me. We've got a cool little show today. If the weather holds for us, I have to cover a few things. We'll cover definitely what's been going on with all the earthquakes that have been happening, the tilt just climbing. Everybody's concerned with inflation, deflation, you know, so that we don't get in, oh, there she is. We don't get in too much into the actual science behind the eruptions. You know, we're a point and shoot crew. If you want that, I say listen to the pros and recommend listening to 5 o'clock on Thursdays, Hawaii time. Catch out Hawaii Pod and Hawaii Tracker. We rely on them for up-to-date, responsible information. So if you can hear me, let me just see a thumbs up. And I see mods are all checking in. I'm gonna say some alohas in a little bit. After the volcano stuff, we have one big one. We have to address the elephant in the room. And I've been holding on to this for a couple weeks, and I didn't want to say anything, but I just can't hold it anymore. So I'm gonna get into that towards the latter part. We also are gonna cover, let me check my stuff, our manta ray stuff. I gotta stand over here. Oh yeah, you better go over there. Yeah. I'm gonna cover our manta rays. We've been shooting some vid. We got our new drone in, underwater drone. So there was a blemish on the screen, so the company was nice enough to send us a new one, except for it took forever. We did a little bit of shooting down in Hilo Bay, not live, obviously. Just some, you know, getting used to some functions and dialing some stuff in. We also have a video piece we want to share with you all that Hawaii Pod, Hawaii Tracker put together. It's pretty good. It kind of hits you. I watch it every time I watch it. It just kind of sucks me in, and you guys need to see it. So we're gonna put that out there. So with that, do you have anything else you want to add? No. Let's cover something really obvious first. Let me get a overlay here. What's been going on? We've had 200 earthquakes in the last week. That's about, in my opinion, about 100 over our average. Usually we average around 25, 20 a day. Once it starts getting up there, it's pretty much average. But we've had some 40s and 50s in 24 hours. Gets everybody kind of antsy in what's going on. So I'm going to show you, this is the, looks like the 1 week. That's our 1 week overlay. You can see it's just a steady rise. You can see that big blast that's up there. You know, nobody's panicking, nobody's running for the hills. Actually, live on an island. We'd be running for the coast. So in the last let's see here, 2 days. I got a 2-dayer up here somewhere. Is this it? This is it right here. Let's take a look. Yep, there's our last 2 days. Oops, not that one, this one here. So that's our last 2 days. We've all been following this. You know, Anna and I, you know, we get antsy too. You know, we see what's going on. We're feeling what's going on. You know, we're watching, we're listening, we're dialing things in. No reason to panic. This is typical Kilauea. She just does this, and we've been pretty much following her solid, you guys know, for 3 years. Not as long as some of you pros out there, obviously, or those that live in the books and know everything about volcanoes and magma and lava and shake, shake, shake. But we're pretty tight on this, and we also have a great resource. So that's kind of where we're at with it. Kilauea is going to do what she does when she does it, and we'll be here. You know, we're 20 minutes downslope. We try not to get too far. I was out on Bayfront the other day paddleboarding with the neighbor, and it's just like, oh, is it going to happen while I'm out here? And even though we haven't been going over and doing our shoots in Kona, it's on our mind. Like, we go and commit to Kona, then we're 2.5 hours away, and hopefully we have all of our gear, especially our cold weather gear. So that's where we're at. Hey, I saw a post with a $10 super chat. Thank you so much for the support, and everybody that's checking in.
I'm still here. I just have to hold the umbrella.
She's holding the umbrella. We are getting
the
some
wind
rain,
and the rain.
so
I'm protecting
that's
the
just
equipment.
it. Okay. Popeyes. Let's talk about Popeyes real quick. As you guys are looking at the volcano, our 247 is back up. Maybe I'll touch that first. We have been dealing with a serious situation in my mind with our 24/7 live stream, and it primarily has to do with the online server that we've been using for the last 2 years. In December of 2020, we started up our live, and we went off of a home server that I put together. Ran great, but we wanted a little bit more reliability because our power outages, our internet goes down. It is so wonky at times that we decided we would try something a little different. It was a little bit of an investment to have the online server, and we weren't making any money at the time, but it was worth it. Well, as we grew, they didn't. OBS is our software that we use to put together all of this. Not this right now, but for the 247. And that's what the online server had. And there is not a lot of them out there. You're kind of limited at a price point that you're willing to pay for it. Well, as OBS over the years started improving their software, our online server didn't improve the hardware, and they didn't update their software. So we kind of started seeing the trouble happening. Transitions were choppy. We would run, I think one of our longest streams was like 6 months or 5 months. And when we went to South America, it just ran and ran. We had no problems. And then all of a sudden we started going 1 month, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 1 week. And then it was like 6 hours, and I'm just stressing. It stresses me out, it really does. I want to reboot everything and hit go live again, but I know on your end, a lot of people come back to us like, is it Kilauea erupting? Is this what's happening? And it's like, no, we're just rebooting again because we're dealing with a silly situation. Actually, it's a stupid situation. STOOPID. Stupid.
I'm sorry, it's STOOOPID.
Oh, I left some O's out. So we spent the last 48 hours taking our old server, and I just went through with the Clorox. I almost said the bleach bit. I'm not touching that. I went through with the Clorox and cleaned it all up and fired up, and she's running now. I ran a all-day test yesterday. I can't listen to myself talk here.
Yeah.
That's what's making me stop talking. I'm listening to myself. Oh, there's that rain.
Yeah.
So went all day yesterday, once I got it fired up as a members only stream, just so I could get a few people on there and see if it's the amount of people that are on, or my software's all good, and everything ran great. That's why this morning about 4 a.m. I got up and hit the go button. And as you all can see, it's live right now. It's simple. I don't have a million screens. Things aren't flashing everywhere. I'm just trying to keep her steady for us, right? We don't need anything crazy. USGS is providing us with a great live stream. We can see inside the caldera. It's perfect. We're not gonna push our luck there. So we're just gonna run it for a while, see if she crashes in the next 48, 72 hours, a week, who knows? And then I might add a scene here or there, but right now, we're good. We got the Spectro up there. Thank you to Volcanoverse for hooking us up with that. And we have the tilt from the USGS, and we got a live cam from USGS. Let's run with it. Other than that, that's where we're at with the 247. So back to Popeyes. You have anything you want to add to that? Are you all right?
Yeah.
She's over here braced up holding the umbrella. You can
wind's
see it
coming.
in the top of the screen.
Yeah.
There's no sense having the caldera. Caldera's completely whited out now. On to Popeyes. Let me change screens here really quick.
Do you want the other umbrella to cover that side?
I'm good. I'm gonna add this source in here. So we had an anonymous delivery. Actually, we know who delivered it. The person would like to remain anonymous for some Popeyes. Popeyes opened here in Pahoa. It's the only one on the Big Island of Hawaii. Believe that or not. I think there's a one on Oahu. We didn't go the first, well, we didn't go at all because the line was 50 plus cars long, and it was 2 hours or more long. That just doesn't make sense for fast food.
Expensive.
The last time we had fast food was in Colombia. The day before we got on that flight, we went to KFC and grabbed 2 chicken sandwiches each. We wanted
4 chicken sandwiches each.
No, 2. It's 4 total. It's her. We wanted something. We've been eating on the road and in a third world country for 4 months. We're like, let's just get something we're familiar with. Some chicken, some pickles. It was so good. And prior to that, I couldn't even tell you the last time we bought fast food because we don't. I mean, we just won't do it.
We're not fast food people.
No. So we got some from an anonymous person, and I was blown away by what I discovered. I have to find something here to show you that I have here. Image overlay.
Wait.
Hang on to that umbrella.
I'm flying with it.
There we go. This,
What happened to it?
that
There it goes.
is what a 20-piece, 3 large sides, 8 biscuits, $80.99. Or
You don't have this
I don't have
camera
my
on.
glasses
Okay.
on. $80. Is that just ridiculous or what? I mean, I couldn't even believe it. That is definitely not something that we would ever even we wouldn't even bother with at all.
No.
Not at all.
And I was actually quite disappointed. It doesn't taste like the mainland Popeyes.
No.
It does not.
No.
And we think, you want to tell them about the potatoes?
Yeah, so anybody that eats Popeyes out there, I'm sure some of you do. If anybody eats Popeyes out there, let me see in the comments below or in the live right now, if you're watching this on replay. Do they serve real potatoes? Because those were like those boxed, powdered potatoes that we get from Walmart, which we don't eat either. Unless we're camping, we might get some once in a while to throw in.
Yeah.
Chicken sandwich, $13.99. I got one more overlay for that there too. Let me find it. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I think the only thing that was really good was the biscuit. Even their mashed potato gravy, the gravy wasn't that good. Yeah, it's
weird.
It's nothing like the mainland. I was actually disappointed.
I mean, the chicken was good. Chicken was good. A little different for us because we do eat the chicken like at Horror Store, the fried chicken here on this island. Even the gas station chicken is fresh and it's addicting. We had to pull back a few years back. A few years ago, we had to pull back off the fried chicken but it is so good. What was the other one? Oh, we were at the airport in Honolulu a few years ago.
Yeah.
And they had a Whopper there for
it was a Whopper and a drink for $18.
Yeah. And that was a few years ago. I can't imagine what it would be today.
Yeah.
Absolutely ridiculous. Never ate their potatoes, red beans, and rice. Oh, God. That's one thing I didn't even think about was the red beans and rice. That would be good. I lived in Jacksonville, Florida for a year, and I got some good southern food down there.
Do you still have the camera on the caldera? It's clearing up down there a little bit.
We got a little clearage?
Yeah, I'm going to move the camera a little bit.
Let me switch over here to here.
It's kind of clear.
Let me switch this camera. There you go. Yeah, it's kind of clear.
Yeah, I'm going to go a little bit closer.
Tiggy says that's average here for BK now. Crazy. I just, since we don't eat fast food, we don't even know what the prices were.
Yeah.
So us being surprised might be normal for some of you out there that just eat it. You know? It's kind of weird for us. What else here? Shell Station Horror Store. Absolutely, Horror's got good chicken. Horror is for those of you guys that don't follow us enough, Horror Store is the convenience store that's closest to our house. It's kind of got it all. You can buy fried chicken, you can buy beverages, and you can buy egg rolls.
Katsu.
And you can even buy a bow and arrow.
They got potato wedges.
If you don't like their chicken, you can get a bow and arrow and go get a road chicken
Fishing
yourself.
rod.
Let's see here. I'm going to switch us over here to the manta stuff. So the manta ray tours have been pretty cool. Oh, you know, I should remind you guys right now, take a look down, hit the thumbs up. Got to keep us going. Anything to boost that algorithm. We're going to move into... You guys see how cruddy the weather is? Somebody take a look at the 247. Does it look this clear on the 247? Because you know how many times we look at that USGS camera, we're like, oh, it's beautiful. Great day up top. Dawn always says, oh, beautiful day up top.
Drive up there and
drive up
like,
and
okay.
Here's what we have.
As soon as we leave, it's sunny again.
Yeah, that's the other thing. We always start digging out and the sun comes out. Ah, it's so frustrating. Oh, I see some familiar names, some familiar faces there. Thanks, guys, for joining us. We are Lou and Anna, Two Pineapples. We are live at Kilauea Volcanoes National Park on the Big Isle in Hawaii. Today is May 22nd, 2023. Today, when I was doing the last stuff to get up the stream, get up the live stream for today, I put May 5th. Anna in the van, she's like, hey, did you know the date says May 5th? Oh man, I've been sitting in front of a screen for 72 hours, I think, and just lost it. Thank you, Desiree. Des. All right, sunlight on water. I know I don't have any audio on this, so I'm just going to click over to this and make sure it works. And so this is the manta ray. This is, as Des pointed out, Sunlight on Water is a sponsor of ours, and we were going pretty regular, weren't we? We were doing like once a week. Then we got caught up with the drone. We wanted a new drone because of that blemish on there. It was driving me crazy. I wanted to spend more time with it in the water, not on the boat. Being on the boat with that drone and running a live is a major, major situation. Not only do we have people around us, we have people in the water. Wires are contained so nobody can bump into them, but I have to balance the controls, and watch the drone, as well as watch the tether to make sure nobody, one of the tourists or anybody, isn't just happen to float by and get caught up. So everything's tight, dialed in. We're always aware of what's going on. And then we're also trying to make sure that the drone isn't moving. Well, one thing I realized was that that drone has a 50-foot tether on it, and I put another 30-foot tether on there.
Whoa.
What that other tether is it keeps it close to the boat, so that if there's a problem, I can pull it in. If I didn't have that, the tether coming off of the drone, it can float. But if I lose power or the current takes it, I can't grab it. So I added an extra tether to keep it to the boat so I can pull it in if I need to. Well, what I realized was as the current pulls that drone and I get out to stretch that tether out to a point where, let's see, you can see my hands, stretch that tether out, as the boat does this, it pulls on that tether. I thought the current and the drone was actually causing it to do this during the videos, but it wasn't. It's that I allowed it to get too tight. Is it taut or tight? I'm gonna say tight. Allowed it to get too tight, so as the boat would list, the drone would move. One of the things you gotta learn. Not going out and just testing for weeks at a time, you guys get to watch and experience that. So here's our last shoot we did that we didn't go live, and take a look at this. This is what you can see if you join us when we're in Kona on Sunlight on Water for their tours. We will have the link in the description for them. If you mention us, Two Pineapples, if you book a tour while you're over here, they'll give you a nice discount. They are a great crew. They're not sponsoring this video. We're just saying how great they are because they take really good care of us. And check out the mantas. They were everywhere. It was a pretty amazing night. You don't know how many times I said to Anna, why didn't I hit go live? Why didn't I hit go live?
The one time we decided not to.
The one time.
It was an epic experience.
That's all right. That's all right. You guys, nice little teaser for you. The next time we go over there and we're going to go live, this is what you probably will see. There is a very, very good chance of it. And the better I get with that underwater drone, the better the footage is going to get. You can see how it kind of moves up and down on me. That's the tether being too tight, so the boat's listing, and it's pulling that drone back and forth on me. But I figured it out because the next day we went out, and I didn't put that video in there because the pilot whales that were all over, we dropped the drone in, and just as we dropped the drone in, they started diving, so it's really hard to see. But pilot whales were there. Underwater cave, had some really cool stuff. Captain, the crew, they take really good care of us, as well as everybody on the boat. So it's a great experience, and you can experience that with us if you can't get over here. No, Ray, no Popeye sponsor, not yet, or maybe not. Actually, if Hara wants to sponsor us, we would take Hara on. Check out that manta, the fish everywhere. What a night. The water was flat. It was absolutely perfect. Can you hear me? Am I on? Do I have my audio on?
Thumbs up or a pineapple if you guys can hear him okay.
I'm going to get a drink while you watch the mantas.
Oh, you gotta unclip mine. Unclip one of the, okay.
The pilot whales were amazing. They were only about, what, 50 feet from the boat. We were sitting there just floating, and they just came through us. They were two huge males out about 50, 100 yards way out in front, and then the females and the, what do you call a young pilot whale? A baby? A little baby was with them. So the
baby pilot whale?
So
Could it be?
So the bulls were out there hunting, spotting. They were standing straight up, looking around, maybe watching the girls and the kids, watching where everybody's going, and fishing. There was a big old mahi-mahi that they kicked out of the water. An epic day. I mean, it was absolutely amazing. And we didn't go live. But next time you see the thumbnail pop up that we are back in Kona for Sunlight on Water's trip, join us. I promise you won't be disappointed. If anything, you get to see us. That's always just enough. Don't make that face.
I'm holding the umbrella and protecting the cameras right now.
All right, so there's our Sunlight on Water stuff. Pretty cool, huh? I'm gonna switch us off of there. I think that was the end of our video. It was only about a minute. I just kind of put some stuff together real quick so you can see it. By the way, our Laura says, tight means that two ends of something are very close together. Taut means that two ends of something are being pulled further apart. So it's taut. I was right. But thank you for the English lesson. Where's my picture-in-picture? All right. This reminds me. I know a few of you have caught the Sunlight on Water stuff. I know that it was new, and we didn't really get too much into it to market it, other than a little bit here and there prior to going. We were kind of surprising you on it. But now, you know, Dawn, sunlight on water, perfect, but all one, I think it's all one word, if we have a command for that. Link will be in the description below. So let me get on to something pretty epic here. Okay. And, oh, there you go. Good time to clear up.
Yeah. Whew,
so this video comes from Dane and Phil with Hawaii Pod and Hawaii Tracker. And I just clipped a couple seconds out of it so you can see it. See, you're shaking the umbrella. It's kind of clear up. This video goes all the way back to 2018, and the community's perception of what was really happening with the eruption versus how the media portrayed it. When we see the eruptions happen here, the media all of a sudden worldwide just says, run for your life. The community here doesn't have that same experience. So let's take a watch, take a look. Let me get to the beginning of it, maybe. Hold on a second. My face is wet.
Oh no, it's back.
As soon as you put the umbrella down, huh?
And as soon as I take my raincoat off, it comes back. Oh. Back on duty.
Alright, maybe do this. Here we go. Almost there. Video.
Okay.
There we go.
The news got it wrong. We weren't on our own. We had our community.
The clouds are starting to circle.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Anna's over here talking. Hold on. I gotta shut the mic off so they don't hear you. Third time's a charm. All right, there.
Evacuate. If they end up needing help, they may be on their own. The National Guard is set up and ready here for the possibility of more.
The news got it wrong. We weren't on our own. We had our community.
So here's the video. I'm just going to cut that audio because they got some music and we don't want to get dinged for that.
You guys don't understand. You can't be everywhere. You guys will never understand.
So that's all I'm going to give you on that video. That's their video. I'm not going to play their stuff. I see Tiggy, thank you for dropping the link. I also put in the description below. Check it out. It is definitely gives the right perception of how we live over here, how the community works together, and how the media gets it completely wrong. You know, nobody here is on their own. Nobody. Looks like our storm came back in. So with that, I think that is all I have for today. Let me double check. Oh, I do have this. I have two other things. Oh gosh, I forgot the elephant in the room. Oh,
no one reminded us.
Nobody said anything.
Okay.
Here we go. Let me take a second. You can watch the the fog and the fog and the clouds and the rain for a second, I am going to clear some screens because I cannot live with myself anymore without bringing this up. Is everybody with me? I need to see a pineapple thumbs up.
Pineapples.
Is anybody paying attention? Oh, the elephant in the room. Okay, I need to get right here to get some things in here. Ay, ay, ay. Where are we? Oh my goodness. Shot one. There it is. Done. Shot number 2 coming up. Oh, you guys don't know how hard I have held back on this. Anna and I have gone round and round, and she finally got to the point where just let it go. I'm like, I can't. I cannot let this go. I have to do it. I have to put it out there because it's just too much. Are you guys chatting amongst yourself? Are you ready to hear about the elephant in the room? I see pineapples. Thank you, Des. So, a couple weeks ago, in Kona, we had a tourist, pair of them, rent a minivan. And they were at this location, which is very familiar to us. Let me pull this up so you can see, give you an idea how we live.
Whoa. Whoa.
There we go. So that's our van in the harbor over in Kona. You all right?
Yeah.
That's the van that we sleep in when we're over in Kona, in that marina. And a few weeks ago, a couple tourists came in, not while we were there.
I gotta go this way.
We just happened to miss them by maybe a day or two. And they were headed to a tour on a boat. And they were following their GPS. And this is a shot of the harbor here. That is the harbor. That circle right there is where they ended up right there. Now, that to me was absolutely mind-boggling. Right there. To me, how in my mind, how could anybody end up in the drink? If you zoom in on her face or scroll back 15 seconds, you'll see she's got a smile on her face.
When she was getting out. Oh.
Well, she was just sitting there with her seatbelt on.
Yeah.
Now me, I've never accidentally driven into water before.
Yeah.
If I had accidentally driven into water, I don't think I would have that face on. I don't. Because she ended up driving that distance, and you can see that's a distance of 184.68 feet, or for our Canadian friends, 56.29 meters. She said the GPS led her down into
the water.
Into the water. Now, I'm not gonna say some bad words, but what I do want to say is that's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous.
You would think that once the map takes you to that ramp, maybe it's time to stop and take a look.
When I showed you the picture of us, of where we park, right? We're here. That's where we're sitting when we're waiting for it to go out on the boat, where we're crashing. That's where we're at. That is directly across from where she came down that ramp. Now, maybe she was heavily medicated. Shouldn't have been driving. Maybe she passed out. Maybe she needs to see a doctor. I don't know. I'm not going to say that. What I'm saying is they said she followed, and she said she followed the GPS into the water. She followed a GPS from the top of that ramp directly into the drink. I'm blown away. I always said, certain age, people should start taking driving tests. But it's getting to a point where rental, I don't think autopilot would take you into the water. It's a huge ramp. It's a huge ramp. If you're at the top of the ramp and you're listening to the GPS and it's still telling you drive forward because your boat that you're trying to get to is on the other side of the water, common sense. So we weren't there for that. You can see I have Christina's name on her picture there. There's a bunch of videos out there. Go watch it. I couldn't live with myself anymore if I didn't bring it up. I really couldn't. So that's the elephant in the room that I couldn't let go. And I just saw Hyde Hollow says she needs to stick to horses. You know what? I agree. And I would love to be back to horses. We've been looking for a donkey and a cart. We're just kind of concerned how long it would take for us to get up here. Never trust a boat ramp. Okay, Dawn. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And in case you guys hadn't known, we also were busy with this. We've been making jerky. So we've been busy.
Well,
We're usually pretty busy.
I think while Kilauea was taking her nap, we try to fill in all of our time. Okay. Here?
Yes, can't see here. You're too far from that mic.
I'm right next to the mic.
Good job. Kathy, well said. So I'm not going to pick on her. Maybe she just, maybe. I don't know. I just had to get it out. Something off my chest. So that's us. That's Kilauea. We are stoked that the 247
Your
is
turn
back
to hold
up.
the camera. I mean the umbrella.
All right, go
Just
ahead.
kidding. It's the wind and rain protection because it's coming in from behind me, so I have to stand with the umbrella sideways like this so it doesn't blow and get everything all crazy.
That's beef. We went in with two of our buddies and split a cow here. So we got good steaks. We had to dial something in because beef here is sitting at $40+ a pound unless you go to Costco, which is 2.5 hours away for us.
And it's still expensive.
And it's still pricey over there. Yeah, still over $20 a pound.
It's fresh, it's organic, grass-fed, no hormones.
Yeah.
And it's our roadie food too, all the turkey.
Yep. Yeah, we made a supply preparing for the eruption. Have I ever played the Volcanoes golf course? No, unless they newly installed a miniature golf course. I have not. I don't play golf. I have in the past. I really suck at it, so I stick to miniature golf. It's more entertaining for me, and
You
I
like
usually
football, baseball.
I play everything else, but no,
Not golf.
not the golf.
I don't think you would have the patience for it either.
No, I don't have patience. Well, like 4 hours. I do something else
No,
besides
it's
for just golf out
going
there.
there and hitting the
Yeah.
ball at such a slow, soft pace is
Yeah.
not your thing.
It's not.
You like power, destruction.
Hyde Hollow. I've turned my bed, my broken Dakota, into a melon garden. Wish me luck. Good luck. I tried to get Anna to shoot me some shots yesterday and today on what she's been working on in the greenhouse and around the property, but she was busy.
Well, you just asked me, do you have anything? I'm like, what's anything?
Hey, anything. Give me anything.
And a lot of the Ohana follow me on
Yeah.
Instagram and Discord, so they see what I'm doing every day.
Yeah, if you follow us on Discord, you catch a daily dose of what's happening around there. Oh, 52. Thank you for hitting that. So with that, remember, if the 247 does go down, it's just that I'm rebooting. If there is an eruption, the thumbnail, the title will all be changed. We will be on there visually immediately saying it has erupted and we are en route. So if you happen to see the notification that something's going on, and check it. See if it's just the USGS cams. It's probably just us doing a reboot. I don't know how long this is going to run. You know, I have to build a brand new system to catch up myself. I just put this together in the last 48 hours so that we would have something going and get away from our online server because I was losing my marbles. Seriously.
Yeah.
Seriously, I did not sleep when we ran. I ran 3 hours and crashed. I lost it. Yeah. So let me check here. I'm looking at other cameras. We are almost completely whited out here. Not much to show out in the distance. Set your notifications. That's right. Thank you for the reminder. With that, I think we will wrap that up. That was a quick show. You gonna jump in here real quick?
Yeah.
You can get a little wet. It's fine.
Yeah, okay, it's not that bad right now. Whew. And it's hot. My arm's getting a workout, you guys. The backside of my pants are soaked.
You don't think it's that much rain, but when
No,
it's
it's
totally
not.
misty, right?
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
blasting. All right. Did I forget anything?
No.
No? We
Yeah.
covered the jerky, covered Popeyes, covered what's been going on with the inflation, deflation, and all our earthquakes. 5 o'clock, Hawaii Pod, Hawaii Tracker on Thursdays. Check out the video. It's in the chat. It's also in the link. It's a link in the description below. Watch it. Comment down there. Let them know you watched it. It's a great video. It'll really hit you. That's it. Yeah. Hopefully we're back on schedule. And
Yeah.
we're just holding out, waiting for this girl to give us what she does when she does. Not you, the volcano.
No, I know. I don't think we have any other updates. Do you want to tell them about your knee?
Oh no, I don't care about my knee.
Yes, they do. They worry
Sucks.
about
My knee
you.
sucks.
My thumb's okay. He's still in some pain, but
Yeah, and
yeah.
balance. I'm out of balance. So more training maybe, or we're just gonna get the old wooden stick. Yeah, attach that baby on there, put a GoPro on my leg, and good to go. So yeah, weather is hitting us pretty hard right now. So thank you all for joining us. We are Lou and Anna, 2 Pineapples. Make sure you hit that thumbs up on the way out. Go over to the 247, say hi. Hopefully you get redirected over there. Thanks for joining us. Aloha.
Aloha, you guys. Soggy.
It is wet,
Yeah,
huh?
it's coming back again. As soon as I put the umbrella down.
Feel it in my body, feel it in my feet, and it feels so good inside. When I hear that music, it gets me on my feet, makes me wanna dance all night. Don't make me remember everything you did, 'cause I don't wanna hurt inside. Feel it in my body, feel it in my feet. And it feels so good inside. And I always wanna feel like this. I close my eyes and all my troubles fade.